You are working yourself into the ground every single day, and your bank account is still almost empty. That is not a personal failure. Research shows that 64% of the hours small business owners spend working every week go toward tasks that generate zero revenue. Zero. And the average owner loses another 1.5 hours every day to wasted motion, switching between tasks, searching for information, repeating work that should have been done once. This video is going to show you the exact difference between being busy and actually building a business. Most channels never explain this. Most people never figure it out until it is too late. You woke up early. You started working before most people finished their coffee. You answered messages. You dealt with a customer complaint. You ran to pick up supplies. You posted something on Instagram. You fixed a problem you did not expect. You did your own bookkeeping. You stayed late. You did more. And tonight, when you finally sat down and took a breath, you probably felt tired, but okay, because you were busy. And being busy feels like progress. Here is the cold truth. Nearly 2/3 of everything you did today did not put a single dollar into your business. Not because you were lazy, not because you were doing it wrong, but because nobody ever taught you that not all work is the same. Some work feeds your business. Some work just keeps it breathing. You have been keeping it breathing and wondering why it is not growing. I want to tell you about a guy named Smith, because his story is going to sound exactly like yours. Smith is sitting in his truck outside a Shell station on the west side of Houston. It is a Tuesday night in October. He has just finished his 6th job of the day. His knees hurt. His shirt is still damp. He pulls out his phone and opens his banking app. He had made thousands in sales this month, but after paying for gas, truck payments, and chemicals, there was only $340 left for him. He stares at it. Open the app again. Same number. He puts the phone face down on the passenger seat and sits there for 4 minutes without moving. Then he gets out, goes inside, and buys a blue Gatorade he does not even want, just to have something to do with his hands. Here is what Smith's October actually looked like. He was booked 2 weeks out. His pressure washing rig was running 6 days a week. He drove across Houston, giving free estimates to anyone who called. He answered every text within minutes, at dinner, at midnight, on Sunday mornings. He posted on Instagram every single day. He handled every complaint personally. He did his own bookkeeping at the kitchen table after midnight. His friends joked that he never slept. He laughed it off and wore it like a badge. He was the hardest working person he knew. He never turned down a job. He never stopped moving. And he ended October with $340. And what he found out next was the thing nobody had ever bothered to explain to him, even though it was destroying him every single month. That weekend, his uncle Marcus stops by. Marcus has run a small plumbing business in Houston for 22 years. He is not rich, but he has never had a month where he did not know exactly where his money came from. Marcus sits down at the kitchen table, looks at Smith's October schedule, and asks one question. Of everything you did this week, which tasks actually put money in your account? Smith opens his mouth, close it. He thinks about the Instagram posts, the free estimates he drove across the city to give, the supply runs, the midnight bookkeeping, the messages he answered at 11 p.m. He cannot answer. He has never separated his work that way. He has never even thought to. Marcus picks up a pen and draws a line down the middle of a piece of paper. Everything you do, he says, goes in one of 2 columns. Either it puts money in, or it does not. You have been treating both columns like they are equal. They are not even close. Then he says something Smith does not forget. Running a business while doing the wrong work is like spinning your tires in mud. The engine is going hard. The tires are turning fast, but the truck is not moving. Smith had been spinning, fast, exhausted, going nowhere. November looked different. Smith stopped driving across Houston for free estimates. He started charging a small fee, and only the serious customers paid it. He handed his bookkeeping to a $40 a month software tool, and he blocked the first 2 hours of every single morning exclusively for one thing: calling past customers, following up on quotes, closing the jobs that were already interesting. He worked the same hours. He did not grind harder. He just stopped treating every task like it was worth the same. November, $3,200 in his account. He was not working less. He was finally working right. If you have ever sat somewhere alone at the end of a long day and stared at a number that made no sense, you already know how Smith felt in that truck. You were not wrong to work that hard. You were just never shown where to point it. This channel exists because that is not your fault. Here is what was actually happening underneath Smith's situation and underneath yours. Most small business owners were never taught to separate their work into two categories: tasks that directly generate revenue and tasks that only support the business. They treat all work as equal. They give the same energy, the same urgency, and the same number of hours to writing an Instagram caption as they do to following up on a $2,000 quote. But those two tasks are not equal. One puts money in, one does not. Alex gave free estimates the same weight as closing deals. He gave midnight bookkeeping the same priority as morning sales calls. He stayed responsive to everything, and the work that actually filled his bank account never made it to the top of the list, which, by the end of most days, was nothing. Every hour you spend on support work before your revenue work is done is an hour you spent maintaining a business instead of growing one. Maintenance keeps the lights on. It does not move money. You do not have a work ethic problem. You have a work allocation problem. The fix is simpler than you think, but it requires more discipline than most owners expect. Every task in your business falls into one of two buckets. Revenue-generating activities, RGAs, are things like making sales calls, following up with customers who already asked for a quote, sending proposals, and closing jobs. These tasks directly cause money to move into your business. Everything else, answering general messages, social media, ordering supplies, bookkeeping, running errands, that is support work. Support work matters, but it does not pay you. The rule is this: RGAs come first. Every single day, before anything else begins, your revenue-generating work gets protected time. Chick-fil-A does not let its managers spend the first 2 hours of the morning on paperwork. Those hours are protected for customer-facing work, because that is what generates the money. Your business needs that same discipline. Business owners who protect even 90 minutes a day exclusively for revenue-generating activity report dramatically stronger monthly cash flow. Not because they worked more hours, because they stopped letting the urgent crowd out the important. Smith figured this out. 2 hours every morning. Calls only, follow-ups only, closing only. The rest of the day still had support work in it. But the money-moving work came first, and it never got skipped. America teaches people to worship busyness. Being busy feels safe. Being busy feels like you are doing your part, like you deserve the outcome, like the money should show up because you showed up. But busyness without direction is just exhaustion wearing a work ethic as a disguise. The businesses that survive year 5, the ones that actually grow, that give their owners real money and real time, are not run by the most exhausted people. They are run by people who figured out what actually moves money and then protected that activity above everything else every single day. If you are a first-generation entrepreneur in America, nobody handed you this. Nobody sat you down and said, effort only pays off when it is pointed at the right target. You were handed the idea that hard work equals success, and nobody told you hard work on the wrong things equals broke and tired at the same time. Busy is not a business strategy. Direction is. Before this video ends, there is one thing you can do right now, tonight. It takes 10 minutes, and it will show you more about your business than anything else you did this week. Take out your phone, open your Notes app, write down every task you did today, every single one. Then draw a line down the middle of the screen. On the left, tasks that directly brought money in or will bring money in within the next 7 days. On the right, everything else. Look at that right column. That is where your day went, and now you know exactly where it needs to start going instead. The next video on this channel is going to hit just as hard because it covers a mistake that might be even more damaging than this one. Why most small business owners undercharge for their work and end up completely booked with almost nothing left over. If you felt this video in your chest, that one is going to feel like a mirror. You are not behind. You are not failing. You just needed someone to actually explain how this works. That is what this channel is here for.